Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
All right, it is Friday. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Welcome to it, bitches.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
Yep, good stuff. Now, Virginia's going to be at the Feast of Little Italy all weekend long.
I am. I'll be there tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday.
If you dubbed me as, okay, everybody, in about 20 minutes, the shittiest Italian is going to be here, the shittiest Italian in the southern region, that would be kind of a cool thing.
If you want to make a cameo, all the fried ravioli you can eat, it's on me.
He'll eat your food, but he's still a shitty Italian.
Tina had sent an email. Do you happen to know about what the hours of the festival are each day, Virginia?
I do. So it opens tonight at 4.
Okay.
And then it goes every night until 10. And then tomorrow opens at 10, 10 to 10, 10 to 10. And it's free.
But what time does Virginia close?
I'm there the whole time.
No, I'm talking after.
Oh, the after party?
After 10p, you know you ain't shutting that shit down at 10p on a Saturday.
No.
Or a Friday.
We're not.
With drinking.
We get a little tart because now what Jerry has, he's got these little VIP villas. These little it's like a table of 10 under a tent, and it's your own private table. But there's like 15 of them.
Yeah.
And he did that because of COVID, because during COVID, people wanted to separate. But now he realizes, okay, we're going to keep this because people like to have their own little VIP table.
Yeah.
So what we turned him into last year was a beer pong or flip cup. And we were raging at the Crawfish Festival. And I'm going to encourage that. I'm going to bring a bunch of red Solo cups.
That Crawfish Festival now, that thing was set off right.
I know. It's another Jerry production. So he's got those VIP villas. That we will be turning it out.
Jonathan said, I know this may be a stretch, but does Virginia know if they'll have gluten-free options for things like pasta?
I don't know about that. I mean, most old school Italians would slap you in the cheek and tell you to grow a pair.
Yeah. He's got a gluten allergy.
But there's a there was a vegan Italian guy, and he had a whole camper last year. I'm sure he's going to be back. He was doing alternative options, plant-based. So he must have had plant-based pasta.
I know people get real fired up about all that vegan shit and all that Gardein shit.
Yeah.
It's not going away, and you're gonna start seeing more options. I think no one's getting rid of your meat.
You know what it was?
No one's gonna get rid of your meat, but you're just going to have more options for people who don't eat.
He called it the plant-based mafia, and it had a mafia logo like from The Godfather.
They have a restaurant in Palm Beach Gardens. Ryan Beckett swears by the plant-based mafia. He wants to take me there. He loves it. But he's a veg head.
They were at the Italian festival last time. I hope they're back. But I would say that, yeah, I mean, that's the way it's going. I think a lot of more people want to have healthier options because as we get older, we realize that, oh, I can't eat all this crap.
There's a misconception, too, because people think if it's plant-based, it's automatically healthy, and that's not true either. But there are just people that it's not going anywhere, but I don't think anyone's taking away your meat either. I think sometimes people go, my meat's going away. You're taking away my fucking ribs.
Oh, no, the sausage and peppers will still be there. But if you're gluten, you can have sausage and peppers, just don't eat the bun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you still getting down on ribs?
Very rarely, but it's a massive treat for me. But I'm excited 'cause I think we're doing Flanagan's ribs for Thanksgiving.
Oh.
We did that last year, and I loved it. So, yeah, I will go ham on some ribs.
Do you go to McRae's ever, right here on 45th?
Not often. It's just kind of out of sight, out of mind. We don't get in that direction too often. But, yeah, I should, and maybe we'll do a little McRae's. So, in fact, we might do both because we like trying out different places to see where they match. My mother-in-law she usually, that's her treat for the family. She usually gets it, and she loves Flanagan's.
Do the
so.
sweet and hot twist
Okay.
sauce
I know
at
he has good
McRae's.
stuff.
And you can hit the drive-through. I love that
Yeah.
about McRae's.
Yeah, I'll put in that suggestion. It'd be fun to have a slab from both. And
Yes.
just walk away and say who does the better job.
I do like your idea of a non-traditional Thanksgiving. Fuck
Yeah.
a regular Thanksgiving. It's old hat.
It should be whatever makes you happy. Mm-hmm. It's your holiday. You make it how you want.
That au gratin, though, that's a side dish more people should put for Thanksgiving. I think that should replace your fucking cranberry bullshit. Cranberry's horseshit, dog. I know you love it.
I do love it. I think it pairs beautifully with a piece of turkey. I make homemade cranberry, though. I make my own.
Maybe you need to make it in a way I would like it.
I'll give you some. It's tangy though, and you like sweet.
I like tangy.
All right.
I just don't like horse shit.
Well, it's not horse shit.
Kev, you down with that?
If you come to my Thanksgiving, I'll make one special for
Even
you.
fucking health fuck Harry over here ain't down with the crap.
Health fuck Harry. I hope that
quite a
name
name.
sticks.
He's not even down with the cranberry.
Health fuck Harry.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cranberries. It's just nothing about any of it that I like.
I love it.
Yeah.
It just goes so well. Even like PDQ, they do a Thanksgiving sandwich, and it's got turkey, it's got stuffing, it's got some kind of slaw, and then it's got a little cranberry on that too, and it's just so perfect.
Okay, I just want to talk to Fat Kevin for a second. I'm gonna
Yeah.
throw a couple items in.
So you don't want fat hair, fair Harry? What's his name?
Fat fuck Harry.
Fat
yeah.
fuck Harry.
Mashed potatoes, yay or nay? I'm talking throwing caution to the wind.
Yeah, I've always
okay.
loved mashed potatoes.
Sweet potatoes,
Yeah.
stuffing,
Yeah, I like it.
mac and cheese,
Like it.
au gratin.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, man. I like hearing the things he likes.
Oh, that's good.
Turkey,
Yeah.
cranberry, fuck.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Cranberry fuck.
Green
Cream-
bean casserole, not really.
Green bean casserole.
No, it's not like I'd eat it, but it's not anything I would get excited. Oh my gosh, it's a special day. If I have ribs, it's a special day. If I have pizza, it's a special day. But yeah, if I have green bean casserole, I'm like, it's a special day.
I'm also going to have cream spinach. You like that? That's good.
I do, but it's nothing. Like I said, ribs and pizza are the two things that I will come out of hibernation for to devour, and I will do it because I love it so much that if you're talking a holiday day, I'm like, we're doing it today, and I'm getting crazy on some ribs.
Your boy's over here talking au gratin. She comes in here flying on her broom with
It's
the
not
fucking
worth
cream
it. Yeah.
spinach.
It doesn't give me that much joy that I'm gonna take the.
Oh, I'm
Bad
gonna
for it.
bring you some corn pudding.
Corn pudding, that is just my game.
I know.
I like a corn
Yeah,
pudding or
okay.
a corn nugget.
I'm gonna make it sweet,
Oh, fuck.
real wet,
Make it real wet, real thick.
real thick.
I love it.
You're gonna shake it. It's gonna jiggle, and then it's gonna slide down your pie hole.
Fat Kevin cornbread.
Yeah, I love cornbread.
Cornbread's great.
Yeah.
Lots of butter,
it's a
though.
big Southern thing. Yeah, we'd have that a lot of times. So we'd always have cornbread and a good chili. Always was great together.
As long as you ain't making no DAC. Dry ass cornbread. Because some people do not make
Some people
cornbread the
do.
wrong way. Kind of like mac and cheese. Some motherfuckers don't know.
I know.
It's not supposed to be dry. It shouldn't be like a desert.
You're right.
That needs to be wet.
Preach on, shitty Italian.
Joe sent an email. He said, I'd like to invite you to come over to our booth with Big Time Tommy and say hello. We're big fans.
Oh, I love Big
know
Time
Big Time
Tommy.
Tommy, yeah.
Big Time Tommy's awesome. If you're not following Big Time Tommy on Instagram, you're not living right. Old school for life. Take it easy.
Is that what it is?
That's what he says at the end.
Okay.
He's into all the old school music, always has a stogie, and always preaches intense positivity.
Oh, I love that.
You would like Big Time
Yeah.
Tommy.
Oh, I think so. No doubt.
He's awesome.
Absolutely.
Are we going to get a little bit of this tonight? When the
Moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore.
I can't fucking figure the words.
You're shitty Italian. You don't even know the words.
Wow.
Such a shitty Italian.
So shitty,
I
Kevin.
mean, I am just fucked.
I think tonight is the Madonna tribute with that group Blonde Ambition.
People forget she's Italian.
yeah,
She's an Italian.
She is.
She's straight up Italian.
Straight up Catholic Italian girl.
If you, her name's very, if her original name, her maiden name is very.
Cicero Ciccarone.
Yeah, Cicerone.
Cicerone,
Yeah. It's basically, go fuck yourself.
It sounds like a pasta dish.
It's very delicious sounding. It sounds saucy and fried.
Let me see. Got a couple other emails here. Sonia had an idea about the daylight saving time. Said, I hate the clocks changing as much as Kevin. With the fall back happening this weekend, it got me thinking about the pros and cons of changing the clocks. Why don't we just split the difference? Couldn't we just fall back 30 minutes? And then we stick with that.
What the fuck?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What fucking kind of email is this?
Is this a idea?
Who wrote this? Me?
It won't be super dark in the morning, and it will stay light longer. Everyone's going to be happy, except annoying people that are always upset.
You're right. A 30-minute time change won't fuck anything up.
Wow. Oh, good Lord.
That is a great email.
Yeah, I love it.
That would be pretty chaotic.
That's a high
love
idea.
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 We got plenty of more, Kevin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
They're refilling their tank daily.
So they're going to have some good
Kevin
stuff.
should be thankful some of the shit I don't send him. That I have to go, no, just don't
Now
send
you
it.
have to.
I love it.
Because now
I
you
love it all.
realize Kevin wants it, needs it, created a bit.
No, there's even stuff that I know, like, you cannot send that. It's too fucked.
And when you say that in your head, that's when you hit send.
I don't know, dog.
Okay, let's see here. Got an email about TikTok. It said, I'm curious, have you heard of the FCC suggestion that they ban TikTok in America due to its data mining and possible Chinese influence? How do you think this would go over with the people? I'm thinking absolute anarchy. Michael sent that in.
They've been saying this for more than a year now because I have some conspiracy girlfriends that hate TikTok and they're so mad at me for being on it and they scream at me.
And you promote it a lot.
I just like it, you know? I don't know if it's run by Chinese people that are trying to break into my life and steal all my information. That could be a possibility, but I don't know. So far, so good. And TikTok's funny.
All I know is I gotta fucking do a video every day, and my latest werewolf video is crushing. No, it's really not. I have not done a good. I've done one okay TikTok video. One.
Yeah, I don't know how legit it is that it's going to happen. They do seem to throw it around. I know it's a suggestion. The head of the FCC wants it to be done. Yeah, whether they will or not, I don't know. But it would affect a lot of people because there are people that are legit making some good money off of it and have made that their livelihood. So what that would mean, I don't know. You know, it's kind of like the whole thing when they shut down Vine and so many people would put everything there and build up a following and then they shut down Vine. I know Elon Musk is kicking around the idea of bringing it back. I would doubt that you would get all your followers and everything right back.
I'm always suspicious of anything that is just so popular, so quick, where everyone loves it so much.
Yeah.
And I'm just a little suspicious. I'm not saying it's not great or anything. I just look at it with a little suspect eye over here.
Yeah, I guess, I'd have to know more about it. I know they're suspect about the data mining. I'm sure other companies do it as well. Is it going all directly to the Communist Chinese Party, the CCP? I assume it probably is if they are really doing it. What does it mean if they have that information?
I'm not even
How do they use it against us?
I'm not even talking on that level. I just know how, the hot thing doesn't stay the hot thing forever. I remember 2.5 years ago, well, you got to make sure this is the platform you got to be on. This is the most popular. It changes constantly.
Yeah.
Which is, kind of annoying.
It'd be intriguing to see what kind of vacuum it would create. Would it egg on a copycat version that would open up of TikTok? Does it really just boost Instagram and everybody goes running over there? Does Facebook get a rejuvenation, or does Elon Musk find a way, if he does bring back Vine, to make that kind of the new thing, to create an opportunity for him? So I don't know. We'll see. I know that he's taken a lot of people off with his moves with Twitter. In fact, they estimate that he has lost 875,000 followers since he took over
Wow.
on Twitter. So And now half of frequent U.S. Twitter users are saying they wouldn't use the social media platform if it required a monthly subscription.
Oh, I would so not do Twitter if I had to pay for it. Fuck a Twitter.
Yeah.
I could give a horse shit about that.
Well, that's what a lot of people are bitching about, that $8 a month.
But I'd say the same thing about TikTok, and I think out of all of them, I like Instagram the most. I feel like there's less dicky people there, and it's more just about a cool little video or a cool little picture. Facebook is fucked. Everyone and their mother is arguing about dick and that. It just Twitter is a cesspool. TikTok is making us extremely dumb as a species.
Yeah.
I think the Gram's my favorite.
Gram's your favorite. What's
Personally.
your favorite, Virginia?
My favorite's TikTok.
Okay.
And then the Gram.
If you could throw YouTube in, YouTube is my ultimate favorite, but I'm talking more about
It's more
social
media,
media
yeah.
shit.
I think that's almost more of a channel to me,
Yeah.
like a Peacock network or something like that.
Yeah, not to say there's not fuck faces on Instagram, because there is, but I do feel like it's less. What are your thoughts?
I agree with you. I think that for entertainment purposes, if I'm going as just looking for entertainment, not work stuff aside, I like TikTok the best. But I think of all of our platforms for work, TikTok performs the least.
It's what we
For
got,
us,
we got,
personally.
We had the least amount. We just kind of really started TikTok too.
I know, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's the one that I care about the most, but loves me the least.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Just like
but,
a woman,
but
Virginia.
but
Now
Facebook,
you know.
we've had Facebook for 14 years. We've had Twitter for, I think, 12 or 13. We've had Instagram for way longer. We've really just got on. So your assessment's kind of dumb. I'm just kidding. I fucking love you.
All right, I'm dumb.
Yeah, my favorite is Twitter. I go with Twitter the most. That's really the only social media platform that I use.
But your hot take, Kev. You have hot takes.
Well, because it's if you like sports and news, and I mainly use it for sports.
Breaking news, it's where I go.
Yeah.
If something just happened, I go to Twitter to find out what's going on.
Yeah, so that's the main reason why I use it is, checking out football stuff on there. But then I'll go through and, just see what's happening news-wise and, also read some people's political arguings that are going on.
Oh, that's exhausting.
Just so I know what everybody's all upset about today.
I think I like it for about 4.5 to 6 minutes. I'll start reading people's fighting, and then it starts to wear on me, and I'm going, "Oh man, this is not." I think I have a 6-minute threshold on the fighting online.
Yeah.
and then I'm like, "Fuck this."
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with politics, you're not going to win.
No, you really can. And I thought that was kind of interesting. There was a Jimmy Kimmel audio that I had, and he had done a podcast, and he was just talking about how ABC was telling him, hey, man, you kind of been a little one-sided with your commentary. You're going in real hard on Trump when all that stuff started to begin. And they said, hey, you want to maybe just kind of keep it balanced. We find that seems to work a little bit better. And he told them, he was like, look, no. He's like, if you want to get another host, go ahead, but this is what I'm going to do. And he said he's lost about half of his audience.
His numbers have gone
since he
down.
started doing that.
Big time.
Yeah.
Half the people are staunch against Trump, and half the people like Trump. So if you start telling Trump jokes, half the people are going to be pissed.
Yeah, he said 10 years ago among Republicans, I was the most popular talk show host, at least according to the research they did.
Wow.
And, 10 years later, he's considered to be very left-wing, and there are a lot of people that are staunch Republicans that would not watch his show any longer, obviously, by the ratings and what's happened. But apparently he still brings in enough that
I think
ABC hires him.
I think the same thing happened to SNL as well. Not that SNL hadn't done politics, because they've always done political shit. But it got to a point, and I'm, me, man, I'm not over here trying to get involved in politics. It was a lot of politics, and it was more kind of angry a lot of times, to the point where you're going, I know you hate Trump, but it's almost kind of like he's taking your eye off the ball with making everything kind of a little bit more fun.
You're not making it funny. You're just making it mad.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could be off on that, but I used to love SNL.
You did.
And there's a reason why I don't love it anymore. I was trying to figure out, I don't think they're as good as older casts. A lot of times, if you look at old SNL, they memorize their lines. They're not looking at the cue cards. Now they're all looking at their cue cards like that.
You can see them reading their cue cards, all of them.
To me, that kind of takes away from it a little bit.
It does.
I kind of admire someone that they learned all that shit in a week. And I know what they always say, they change something right before the show. Well, stop fucking changing shit then.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right.
Well, they're suffering on the ratings as well. They say that SNL is hovering around the 3.7 million mark when it comes to ratings. Anything under 4 million is alarming for them, ratings-wise, so they're starting to dip under it. And then they've got Amy Schumer that is going to be hosting this weekend. You know, of course, Chuck Schumer.
Where does she lean?
Yeah, so it's kind of all very liberal, very left with what they're doing, and they attack the right pretty hard. And so, yeah, I'm sure they're seeing that divide as well, that anybody who, you know, just wants to go and laugh and have something like that feels like their views are being attacked, and they probably aren't going to enjoy it.
I don't want politics. I want more dick in a box.
Exactly.
That's what I want.
Sometimes you almost go, who are they doing the comedy for? Are they doing it for the cast and their own little bubble, or are they doing it for Dick in a Box is a great example of
So good.
It's universal.
Republicans love dick in a box. Democrats love dick in a box.
And I'm not saying you can't do that. Of course you gotta comedy's all about that. You're getting people mad, but when it does become so one-sided and there's a visceral anger.
I used to love all the political commentary that was on Saturday Night Live, and I thought it was very funny back in the days where it was in the 90s. I remember when in college, everybody would watch it and laugh, but they took equal shots. I remember the year that they had Bill Clinton, Ross Perot.
Oh, Bill Clinton would love dick in a box.
And they had a great mock of the debate that was going on, and they made equal fun of each candidate. And it was all kind of a nice, funny jab that was legit and funny, but you didn't feel like there was any kind of animosity. They were just equally giving shit to everybody, and it made it funny. And now it's just a political statement. And you know, if you love that and you lean left, then you're gonna, I guess, love it more.
Well, it's kind of why I like the South Park guys, and maybe I'm wrong because I'm newer to the South Park world. I just feel like they try to make fun of everybody.
Yeah,
right, left, in the middle. All kinds of issues that you shouldn't make fun of.
Yeah,
everybody does something stupid.
Yeah, they're all deserving of satire and to be made fun of.
Yes.
I like when people make fun of anybody that takes themselves too seriously. Because at the end of the day, none of us should take ourselves too seriously.
Right.
And we all get in that trap. I've done that in my life before, and you almost have to kind of lighten up a little bit.
Yeah.
We all have to lighten up a little bit.
Right. Well, I'm encouraged by the numbers, honestly, that are showing that more and more people are upset of both sides, and more people are, hey, you know, if you're in the middle and you're like me and you want to see a little bit of jokes about all of them, you don't subscribe to either side, I like to see those numbers growing, because I think that a majority of Americans now are kind of rallying at that point, saying that, yeah, we don't like the toxicity of it. We want to go back, you know, to where you just want to live a good life, and you could talk about politics if you wanted, but it's not going to be something you're going to fight over.
Yeah, I have too many friends that are on both sides of it. And to me, I'm just going, how do you treat me?
Yeah.
And how's our relationship? And that's all I want to fucking get into. I don't want to fucking know about all this bullshit that you're mad about when it comes to politics. In my personal experience, I just seen too many people fight and they don't get an answer.
Yeah.
And then there's a separation between their friendship. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah. I like self-deprecating humor, and unfortunately in politics, none of the parties or any of the candidates ever make fun of themselves.
They're so concerned about their image.
Yeah, and they only make fun of the others, and I don't like the one-sided part of it. So
all we do is make fun of ourselves.
Yeah, I like that, and that's the one thing. You ever notice that? You ever seen a politician that is self-deprecating?
If you have, it's been a while.
Like, boy, sorry guys, that idea was a turd.
Yeah, to me that's human.
Right? It'd be like, all right, I'd like that guy more, but they don't. No candidate ever does that. It'd be like, all right, we tried it, didn't work. We'll try something different.
I like when someone says, yeah, I fucked up. I made a mistake.
Yeah.
No matter what position they're in.
Why can't you do that?
I think it's every human, unless you're Virginia.
Crazy.
She never makes mistakes. She is perfect.
I make mistakes, but sometimes they're awesome.
Rhonda sent an email. She said, did you guys hear about the turnpike being shut down My daughters were driving home from UF in Gainesville, and they sat in traffic in a dead stop for 6 hours.
Damn.
They made it to West Palm at 5:30 this morning. They left Gainesville at 7:15 yesterday. Gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, no, that's the absolute worst. It's really getting to be insane. Getting around. I mean, just everywhere. Everything's moving slow, and there's more and more people. You know, yesterday, getting my son and back, I was 2 hours.
Really?
It was a nightmare. It just everything was moving. I don't think I went over 20 miles an hour the whole time.
On a good day, where does that take you?
You know, usually on a good day, you're down there, you know, it's West Palm to Boca and back. It's, 30, 35 minutes.
Just enough to be annoying as fuck.
It's like an hour 10 down.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just terrible.
Boca, man. As soon as you get past 4 o'clock from a Boca, you're figuring fucked.
Yeah, but you just never know because they had that turnpike fire there like a week or so ago. My daughter got caught in that. And took them like 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, that's why hopefully maybe we start getting mass transit that's easier and affordable and, you know, more people can do that because otherwise, I mean, this traffic situation is only going to get worse
You're right.
in South Florida. So I know Brightline's cranking it up, heading a little bit north into the Treasure Coast. Of course, I saw people already fighting about that on social media. It's pretty amazing. Virginia had sent a next door thread that you had seen with some people that were on there fighting about it. Somebody's like, oh, it's beautiful. Look at the train going by, all the pretty colors, and it's so nice. And somebody's like going, yeah, wait till you see the color red from all the people they hit. And then somebody's like, geez.
Well, Martin County is now getting its first taste of the Bright Line.
Yeah.
And so there's no stop in Martin County. So a lot of your old fogies in Martin County are mad that Martin County taxes have to go towards the upkeep of the rail and the cross stops. And that guy was also yelling about all the Martin County paramedics that are going to have to rush to the scene of the bloody accidents when the Bright Line hits people in Martin County.
Yeah, it's not like every day they're mauling people. I mean, it's got a good kill count, but it's very preventable.
It's very preventable if you don't drive your car on the tracks when the train is coming. Mm-hmm. They let you know the lights are going off, the arms are going down. Don't try to cross these tracks.
It's very preventable.
It kind of is.
It kind of is.
I think it is preventable.
Unless you're blind, it's preventable. Now, there are some people that have purposefully jumped in front of the Bright Line, and that's a suicide thing. And I don't think you should count those in the Bright Line kill count.
You gotta count them in the kill count, but you also have to specify it's a different, because you're right.
They're separate.
That is them doing that.
Right. They chose to die by Bright Line.
That's different than an accident going on than
Right.
you're trying to get past the Bright Line or whatever.
Exactly.
Make it sound like the Bright Line's looking for motherfuckers.
That's what the one guy on the thread goes. So the train is jumping off the tracks and stalking Martin County neighborhoods? Is that what you're saying?
The Bright Line's got an appetite for humans, and it just can't control itself.
Yeah.
It's got a thirst for blood.
Guy was in his bed. Brightline just drove right through and took him out.
That's what
Yeah.
Craziest thing.
Now that would be a fucking problem. I think we should get people involved that knows.
the Bright Line is headhunting.
You gotta call the army.
It's coming down your street.
Oh, man. Got an email from Lisa in Jacksonville. Her husband is the engineer on the train, and she had said, yeah, they had a situation in a rural area of West Jacksonville a little while back. It was late at night, and my husband thought he spotted something between the tracks. He saw something brightly colored and then realized there's a face looking up at him.
What?
So he throws the train into emergency, and after the half mile it takes to get stopped, they have to go out and see what was on the tracks. One of the worst parts of the job.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so like there was a face looking up at me, and now I got to try to find this face. So he grabbed his flashlight, went out onto the tracks. It was nighttime, and he's looking all around trying to see exactly what it might be, and he sees this ghostly face peering down at him, and he's like, what the fuck, dude? And it's a guy that was laying underneath the train. It was a dude that had passed out on the tracks, but he was super skinny. He was hammered drunk. He woke up too late, sees the lights coming at him, and just goes, oh, and just laid perfectly still. And because he was so skinny, the train just went right over top of him.
Holy crap.
Yeah. For a half mile, the train is going over top of them.
Oh my God. And it's slowing down.
Right, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so they had to try to, get them to a place where they could go down and fish them out off of the tracks with the train on top of them.
I don't normally promote sobriety, but that guy might want to get sober.
Am I the only one that thinks that Bright Line as a monster could work as a film?
The train comes off the tracks and hunts you.
Kind of like the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. You ever hear that movie, The Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Mm-hmm.
There are killer tomatoes that would attack people and kill them.
Okay.
You could do that with a train.
Yeah.
Christine did it with a Stephen King movie. Remember that movie?
Car.
The
Car.
Car. You ever see
had
that?
Maximum Overdrive with the semi-truck.
Look at that shit.
Wow.
Look at Kevin fucking gets it.
So you think the Bright Line horror movie
I think
is a good idea?
I think it could
I don't
work.
know. Bright Line might send you a cease and desist.
Oh, we have to get the good blessing of the good people.
They
over there.
will never sign off on this.
You're probably right. Well, fuck it. Never mind.
Maybe call it Dark Line.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't hate. Or Fright Line.
Oh, there you go. Fright Line. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah. That could work. Yeah, I think you could have a haunted train that once you get on it, it does different things to take out people inside the train. But I mean, is this thing going to be coming off the tracks and
I see what you're saying.
You're on a boat and all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, it's a train.
So I was going Sharknado with it, where the train goes and eats motherfuckers. But I do like your idea, almost kind of a Shining thing. When you get on the train,
Yeah.
it fucks with your head,
Right.
and now you're doing things on the train.
Yeah, it just
that would
like-
lead to murder.
Yes. So like
Can it be like an old timey train? I love those.
It can be
They've done
very-
like that, like the Murder on the Orient Express.
Oh, I love
They've
an
done
old
that.
timey train.
With every room, there's a different haunt that will eat your soul. Love those sound effects.
Yeah.
Fright Line.
That could. You might be onto something there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how it almost messes with your mind.
That's really what The Shining is. That motherfucker
Yeah.
goes to that hotel
Yeah.
and he starts turning mad, Virginia. Oh, you're too soft for The Shining.
My dad showed me a little clip of like blood going down a hallway, and I said, fuck that.
Only thing I didn't like about the blood going down the hallway, and horror movies agree or disagree with me, it doesn't look like blood. It looks like fruit punch. They could have done a better
So you liked it?
It just makes me want to drink a bunch of Capri Suns. It's not very bloody.
Isn't that hotel a real place you can go stay?
I believe so.
It is, yeah.
That's a really good movie. It's also a thriller too, Virginia.
Would you go stay there?
Fuck yeah, I ain't scared of that shit. I'd stay in all that
Yeah.
haunted shit.
You love it.
I love it. Love it.
I would go in the daytime, but I wouldn't want to stay at night.
You would go if we had a group together. If Kevin went, Denny's, we all went together and stayed the night and made it a thing, you would go. And
I would go.
And we would have the best time.
We would.
We'll never do it. It breaks my heart.
Let's jump on the Fright Line and go up there.
That's
Fright
a fucking
line.
great weekend.
Yeah, get on that Fright Line. All right, well, we got a big old weekend coming up. If you ever want to find out all the cool things going on in a weekend, you can get our e-blast. Go to kvjshow.com, put in your email address on the right-hand side, and that's going to drop in your inbox in about noon every Friday.
Nice.
You're going to get that. So go and check that out, or just go to kvjshow.com. It is all posted. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.